Hello and welcome to another episode of Gaming Reviews, where this week I'm taking a look at My Friendly Neighborhood. First off, thanks to the team over at Terminals.io and the developers DreadXP for the opportunity to play the game. Originally released on Windows in 2023, the game made its way over to the PlayStation and as of July this year on the Xbox, where I played it, and it's also, as of recording, on Game Pass. If you're not playing it on Game Pass, the game is currently priced at $24.99 on Xbox, $24.49 on PlayStation, and $24.99 on Steam. So what is the game? Years after a kids' TV show goes off the air, its old abandoned studio suddenly starts broadcasting again. You take on the role of Gordon O'Brien, a repairman sent to shut down the mysterious signal. Once inside, Gordon discovers that the puppets from the show have somehow come alive and they're out to kill him. The game then finds its rhythm as you need to survive by dodging or fighting the puppets while solving puzzles. Now, right at the start, whilst the game is described as survival horror, for me it doesn't quite give the horror vibe. I think it so effectively pulls off the feel of a kids' TV show that it doesn't quite ever move into horror territory. There are elements and moments where you see some puppets discarded around and a couple of jump out moments, but don't go into the game expecting to be scared throughout. Think more eerie moments rather than terror. Graphically, the game looks good. It's a winner for me here. It does convey the look and feel of a children's TV show and of an abandoned set as you're moving around. When not in an intentionally gloomy area such as sewers, the game is really bright and colourful, and as I say, does look good. Sound-wise, you'll expect the usual thuds and clunks as you're using equipment, opening doors, etc. But the sound is good. Special mention has to go to the voice acting. It's honestly really well done. Your character especially sounds like a grizzled maintenance man who is really fed up with the way his current job is going. The enemies are great and you'll hear similarities to characters such as Elmo or Kermit the Frog. However, what I would say about the voice acting is that the puppet lines do repeat a lot. And there are multiple times where multiple characters are speaking over each other and it can be a tad annoying. Inventory management. So as you go through the game, you're going to pick up general items, weapons, quest items, but you can't carry everything. Nope. The game then uses a Resident Evil style inventory management where you have a case that can only fit so much, so you need to juggle the items about to fit. There are storage units around the levels where you can leave stuff, but of course you need to make sure you keep the most relevant items on you. Weapons. The game is played in first person, and when you start you have no weaponry. As the game progresses, your first one you'll come across is the trusty wrench. It also gives a funny referential nod to Half-Life as your character, who is called Gordon Remember, picks up the wrench and holds it aloft. The stenographer is the second weapon you'll get, so that's a gun that uses an alphabet style Rolodex to shoot letters at puppets. The novelist is the shotgun of the game. It's more powerful but takes up space in your inventory. And then there's a grenade called the punctuation. So as you can see, the weapons have got that bit of humour and are apt for the type of game you're playing, and each does handle differently. As for enemies, as mentioned, they are the puppets from the show, and these are well drawn, very colourful, and for the type of game it's trying to be, they are fun looking. However, once they spot you, they will come for you, and they seem more determined than a T-1000. Therefore, you need to take them down with whatever weaponry you have. However, taking an enemy down with weaponry alone isn't enough. If you leave the room and come back, they will have respawned. So the only way to put them out of action is to tape them up. But again, tape is in limited supply, so it's not like you can tape up every enemy you come across. And a word of note, when you tape up an enemy, it may stop them coming after you, but it doesn't shut them up. In terms of puzzles, well, no survival horror game is complete without puzzles, and the game is no objection. Early on, you'll be tasked with finding wooden blocks, again, very in keeping with a kids' TV show, that you need to spell out a certain word to progress. Another puzzle later on sees you collecting masks that you need to place on bus in a specific way. So think more of these types of puzzles as you progress through the game. One final call out for the game is how you save and heal. So again, in a nod to games like Resident Evil, there are safe rooms. This is where you can save the game, fully heal and store items away. An important note is to save or heal, you need tokens, but again, these are found easily through the levels. Healing can also be done by items in levels mid-game, but the stations in the save rooms will fully heal you. So, summary, negatives. The enemy voices, as mentioned, while the voice acting is great, you're going to hear a lot of the same lines repeated constantly, and the multiple enemies talking over each other was annoying. The melee combat I found frustrating. Did feel a bit hit and miss at times on how close to an enemy and whether you made contact. So a lot of times I thought I was within range but wasn't. And some sections can feel quite long. There's going to be a lot of backtracking as you progress through the game. The pros of it: the graphics, really good looking game, even in sewers. I've mentioned the sound. Other than the repetitiveness, the sound is good. Now, whilst I didn't finish the game, there are 4 endings, so there is multiple endings, so I do want to get round to finishing the game. But yeah, having 4 endings means there's that added length there if you want to try get them all. And the overall feel and vibe of the game was great, and as mentioned throughout my review, nailed the feel of what they were trying to do. Overall from me, I think the game is a recommend. I had a lot of fun during my time with the game. If you're on the Xbox and you've got Game Pass, there's no excuse not to try it. If you don't have that, or you're on other systems and you enjoy survival type horror games but you're looking for less horror, this could be for you. Let us know what you think about the game if you've played it. Drop us a note at Gaming Views across all social media.